Hunter Smutney at the pump right now. He and Josh Roberts are playing a race to 3. This is round 6, the Derby City, the Derby City one pocket division. Like I said, it's round 6 and both players have a loss. Looks like Hunter has earned the first shot. He's played perfect position. I am your host, Scott Frost. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you to Railbirds TV. Go to YouTube, like, and subscribe. Railbirds TV. He's gotten a little flat on this ball. He might be able to come around forward 2 rails to the 2 ball. Gonna have to see how he decides to play this. Almost looks like he can. Yeah, he might have that bad angle where he's got to drop down. I'll tell you what, if you guys haven't seen Hunter play, he's actually a treat to play. Let's see what he does. Treat to watch play. He's a gentleman. Just got to get a little more out of that. Well, the angle's not bad, actually. I believe that he's going to separate pretty much everything if he can pocket this 2 ball. He might choose. He's a real good defensive player. He banks real good. He's choosing the other, and I can't fault him, but I really like this play. That's knowledge right there. That play right there was knowledge. I didn't see that shot. He did a bunch of things at once using the 2 ball. He ended up opening those 2 balls. We all know Josh Roberts, just a world-class player. We call him the Beast. Josh is a paced player, likes to stay aggressive, banks very well. I like the shot he played there, very containing, and at the same time, he's doubled and tripled Hunter up on the 2 ball. Hunter wants to look up table, but the problem with that is the 2 is a big ball. You can see it's not frozen, but close enough to the rail where Josh is probably going to pocket it from anywhere up table. Is he looking to kick at the 2? That's okay. Just want to catch the bottom side of it. Oh, I think that was very haphazard. He was trying to kick it to his hole. I've not seen that shot played before, especially with the 2 laying that high. Josh has got a shot. Yeah, he struck that really well. Doesn't want to get elevated. He's been elevated. Okay, guys, like I said, this is round 6. Both players have a loss. The winner will advance. The loser is moving on to the next event. Josh looking to go into the pack right here and get this game over with. Does he have a shot on the 9 or the 6? Does the 5 go? I feel like if he could make the 6, he'd already be shooting. Well, that might be our answer right there. So Hunter might have got a little fortunate in that position. Josh is looking to bank the 14 and follow down behind the 13. That's what he's looking at. Does the 6 go? He's eyeing it up now. It's like he's at the 50-yard line on just about everything here. The 5 looks like it could go, but I like this shot. Josh is good at this shot. He's going to lay the cue ball down behind the 13. Probably get something close to his hole. Well, I don't know that he got there. He didn't get there. Talk a little bit more about Hunter. I'm not exactly sure where Hunter's from, but I've watched him play quite a bit. Here at the Derby, he actually played Robert Frost some 1 ball, 1 pocket, and I know they were playing for a lot of money. Nice shot there. He's a left-handed player, but his bridge is very sharp. He's got a nice stroke. I don't believe he plays full time, but he's got a lot of knowledge for the game. A lot of knowledge. I think he's got to go to the 13 here, but he might be hooked. Looking to see if the 6 goes. At that angle, it looks like he can't make the 13, which would be pretty unfortunate. So once again, both players barely snookered on their next ball. He looking to play this off the 8. This is pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous, but once again, pretty clever, right? Remove 2 balls from Josh's pocket. Josh is eyeing that 7 up, but the problem is that the 13 is impeding the path. Gonna stick him on the 4? No, he's decided to move everything. I believe he's done okay here. Hunter's probably going to kick at this 13. It's laying pretty nicely. If you kick at this 13 to make it, your cue ball should slide down behind the 11. Got to hit it nicely. Tony Chohan's one of the best in the world at this shot, if not the best in the world. Well, he's hit it very well. And this is the shot. Although Josh does have, and he hits these well, he does have somewhat of a free bank on the 5. He's not even entertaining it. Josh Roberts has 2 balls. Hunter has 3. I'm a bit surprised at this decision. Hunter's got a bunch of options here. Take a look at the 5. He can look at the 6. He can look at the 4 and 3. Yeah, I like this decision. Well, he's got Josh in trouble right out of the gate several times already. Josh might take a look at that 7 ball. I thought he'd look at the 5 the time prior. It was a lot more free than this 7 ball. For you folks at home, if you're shooting a ball like this 7, you really want to just commit to the ball. You've got to take your mind away from what's sitting in front of Hunter's pocket. He might see something here in order to maybe rip something out. Oh, he's looking to double or triple him up and bank the 5. Oh, he's hit it well, very well. Another pressure-packed shot coming up, though. And what do you shoot? I almost cut the 8 before I cut the 4. But it's all preference. He's looking at the 7. Boy, I think that's the toughest shot out of all of them. But he doesn't. What a strike this is. Andy Scotton on the 9. Wow. Josh playing for 4. Every one of these shots is loaded with pressure. He's hit it center pocket. Josh playing for 3, and it looks like he's going to get him. I like drawing out 2 rails here. I think that's what he's going to play. He's following it just to make me wrong. Oh, no, he drew it. It looked like he was following it. Playing for 2. shooting the 4 and coming back over one rail. Boy, I gotta say, this is one heck of an out with your back against the wall. Josh is going to take game number 1 in round number 6. Josh leads game number 1 and stole Hunter's break. So now Hunter's got a little hill to climb. Once again, thanks everybody for tuning in. We're at the 2023 Derby City Classic. This is your host, Scott Frost. Do us a favor, head to YouTube if you're not already there. Give Railbirds TV a like and subscribe, please. They're trying to better the game. It's great to see a bunch of different streamers at the Derby. That tournament has just grown out of its own skin. It's so big. And a lot of good times out there. Josh typically breaks from out here, and what this does is it relieves pressure on the head ball, but it takes a more accurate hit. You see how the head ball comes backwards a little bit more. You can get a little more out of the balls. He's clipping the 7 a little thinner going into the second ball fuller. Let's take a look at what Hunter's playing with here. He's definitely got some options. I think the 9 is a double kiss. It might not be. It doesn't look like it. He might be able to avoid this. Oh yeah, definitely able to avoid it. Nicely struck. I'm immediately looking at the 7 ball for a couple of reasons. That ball's a problem for Hunter. Not only that, but if Hunter can get this ball close to his pocket and just maybe draw back an inch or two, he could have Josh in some trouble. What's he doing here? Playing it off the bottom of the ball? Eh. Yeah, I don't know about that shot. I understand he was trying to make contact with the 11 ball. I definitely don't know about this shot either. Pretty effective shot that Hunter shot, especially if he contacts the 11. Boy, this is a tough shot. Yeah, I didn't see a big future there. But that being said, he's going to force Hunter to do something with the 1, I believe. Boy, I don't see anything there. I think you have to get this 1 out. You might be able to follow your cue ball 2 rails. So basically, you're hitting the inside of the 1, the part towards the rail, hitting it kind of full. So you're hitting the right side of the 1 here on your screen. And you're following your cue ball 2 rails up towards the 6, 8, 10, 12. Somebody must have done something well. You can hear everybody in the background. Oh, he's definitely in a tricky spot here. He can't reach it. It's elevated with the bridge. Okay, he shot the shot I called. Just didn't get it deep enough. Josh is looking at the 11-15 bank. The only issue with that is, yeah, I think he's going to clear these balls. That's what he's chosen to do. Well done. Very well done. Josh Roberts leads 1-0. Hunter has 1 ball. Josh did break. And Hunter's a mover. He plays a lot of moving games. So I don't see a big problem with sending these up table. Hmm. What he's concerned about here is that 6 ball. He's worried about the 6 ball, even just trying to send these balls up table. He's concerned about the 6 ball leaking out. Oh boy, this is risky. Yeah, that's very risky. He only had a piece of the 6 that he could contact in order to stay free from selling out. Seems like Hunter's in a rush, and I don't really know why, because he moves very well. He moves so well that I wouldn't even say he's a big underdog against Josh. Uh, Josh cinches his ball, 1 apiece. He's probably going to look to get him somewhere below that 4-2. Or is he 2-railing the 13? No, okay, he's 2-railing the 14. Nice cue ball. He's got Hunter blocked off from pretty much everything. I think he's kind of forced at this point to just shoot. Well, I'm surprised at this as well. He's hit it really well. For being in that position, he's hit it very well. He's actually got Josh in a bit of a spot right here. He's looking if he can roll the 15 in, if that's free, but it doesn't look free. Yeah, you notice the shot that Hunter shot. I immediately felt like he was kind of in a give up mode, but he was well in control of what he was doing there. Here, I think Josh is shooting at the 7 ball. Did he leave the cut on the 5? Here's the problem. Hunter's not even entertaining the 5, I don't think. Here's the problem. It seems more often than not when a player cuts the 5 like that, look at the 7 ball. You can scratch off the back of that 7 really easily. So you've got to be very conscious of that fact. And that's what he's looking at. That's what he's concerned about. It's a huge pocket. Okay, now he's looking at playing the 5 off the 2. This takes the scratch away. Problem is you've still got to defend against the 7. Yeah, so really, really got to be careful here as well, but he's in an aggressive mode. Yeah, that was the issue with that shot. He was trying to sweep the 7 out and went all the way around it. Josh is playing for 7. Doesn't want this on the rail. Makes things a little more difficult. So what Josh is looking at right now is to clip that 12 ball. If he can clip the 12, notice that the 10, 8, and 11 go. Oof. Does the 10 pass? Got a little too much of it there. Not only that, if the 10 doesn't pass, he's in a little bit of a spot. He's able to reach it quite well. Yeah, he's given up a bank, and they're all right there for Hunter. Hunter playing for 7. But if you notice on the screen, the 11, the 8, the 10, the 12, the 15, the 3, and the 13, or whatever stripe that is on the left, all play in Hunter's pocket. So big shot coming up. He's in my opinion there, you've got to commit to the bank and just play to get position. You're not going to have a lot of opportunities, especially with the balls laying the way they were. Nice kick by Josh. Well, if things go the way they continued, I would assume that Hunter's going to look at banking that ball, the stripe on the left side. Looking at the ball count. Well, he's proved me wrong again, so he's not entertaining that. He's chose to go up table this time, which I think he could have done an inning or two ago, but no harm, no foul. He's got some options here, but if you're looking to play the up table game, I think you just remove the 8, play the cue ball down. Is he playing the combo bank? Oh yeah, this is haphazard. I promise you he plays smarter than this. I've watched his game. He plays very intelligent pool. Just seems like he's in a rush, and I felt that way from the beginning kind of this match. And I do understand that. You're playing Josh Roberts, you're playing a race to 3. Sometimes your mind can get ahead of yourself. Josh playing for 4. Kind of quick stroke that. These are 4¼ inch pockets. Diamond has made an improvement on their tables. Typically every year they're 4.5, which is pro cut. 4¼ is something that most of the players had recommended. The great thing about 4¼ is that you can play all games on it. It really improves one pocket. 4.5-inch pockets is very difficult to take the ball out if it's hanging. Very difficult to do some types of cross banks. So 4¼ makes a huge difference to us in the game of one pocket, and you can still play the rotation games and bank pool. Now Hunter must have been pretty straight on that last shot. He's going to take the bank on now. He's played it long. Josh is going to get back to the table. Josh needs 4. Where's he going to go? I think he's going to go up table. Preferably to get on the 14 next. And he's done that. Now do you just cinch this ball and maybe take the bank on the 3? Or do you try and draw it for position? Yeah, I like this decision. I think that's a good decision. The shot was difficult enough. Josh playing for 2. So in Josh's mindset right now, he's 100% committed on pocketing this bank. Puts him on the hill for balls. Well struck. Josh playing for 1. Now he'll probably elect to play some sort of a defensive shot, come off the left side of the 5 and come back down table, or you could even come to the where the cue ball is now. It might go. Yeah. He definitely didn't want to do that. He brought a couple balls down for Hunter. So typically, guys, when you're leading 7 balls to 1, 7 balls to 2 or 3, and there's several balls left on the table, your best play is to get these balls out of play. You don't want to bring things down table for your opponent to get back in the game. Hunter crossing this 10. Man, I'm really a little surprised at how aggressive he's playing. Really am. He's typically a mover and a groover, right? Like he moves the ball real well. He thinks really well. Josh is going to cross this and swing his cue ball 2 rails, and he's going to pocket this and take the lead 2 games to nothing in a race to 3. It will be Hunter's break. Thank you all for joining us. Please go to YouTube, like and subscribe. Railbirds TV. I'm your host, Scott Frost. This is the 2023 Derby City Classic, round 6. They are in the money, but somebody's got to go. Both players have a loss. And now Hunter's got a big hill to climb. See where Hunter's breaking from, whether he's breaking from more out center. Yeah, I like this as well. He's more out center versus the rail. He didn't hit it quite as hard. I don't think that was intentional. He's clearly left something on the 15. I don't know if the angle permits to cross this ball, though. That's the only thing. He can play it a little. Let's see how he plays this. Yeah, that was the only issue. I'm a little surprised at that as well. I thought he would hit it a little thinner and just play the cue ball up behind the 1. Instead, he went all out and lost the cue ball. Hunter's going to come 2 rails up for the 13. Nicely done. I think now you have to drop down for the bank. That's what I would like to see him do. Just pocket this with a touch of right-hand English. Drop down for the bank. Nicely done. He's actually gotten a little lower than he wanted. So this shot's all about speed. In my opinion, sometimes you're better off not to make this ball versus making it. Just get it close. Keep him behind the pack. See, this is the problem. This is the problem, right? He's now forced himself to have to do something with this stack. Whereas if he just rolls this bank towards his pocket and covers him up with the stack, now he's forcing Josh to do something. This isn't an easy position to be in. I will tell you, and these players, both of their defense, long hours at the Derby. Hunter could have been up all night playing some money matches. Yeah, it's not going to get it. Not only is that not going to get it, but I think Josh is going to shoot it to 7. I don't know. Shoot it to 7 and stick him up in the stack. Just push the 3 to your side. Or is he going to kick into the stack? This is okay. He's got a lot of room to get safe here. Yeah, this is nice. Did he get a rail? 3 ball got a rail. Nice shot. Hunter's got an opportunity here. He can one rail this 7 ball with a lot of right hand English, sending the cue ball 3 rails. Excuse me. Sending the cue ball 3 rails down below the 3 ball. You guys see the shot, right? And typically with all the right hand English you're using, you're wanting to adjust where you're aiming the 7 ball. So the seven's going to shorten up, and he's got enough of the cue ball to do this. Just elevate a little bit. There you go. Overcut the 7 a little bit. It's going to shorten up. Yeah, he didn't overcut it enough. Yeah, I think he could have put a little more effort into this shot. Josh has got several options here. He could play this ball into the bottom of the stack. He could play it into the 14, which I think I like. Yeah, I think I like this. Very containing, doing more than one thing at a time. Just kind of forced Hunter here to do something very passive. Oh boy. I don't believe that he intended on that. Might have caught a slight skid there. Josh is immediately going up to the 7 ball. Nicely done. He's keeping that pressure on Tyler. Excuse me, Hunter. Hunter's got an opportunity here, in my opinion, to maybe scramble these balls. What I mean by that is he could elevate. I think he's going to do this. Let's see what he chooses. No, he's staying passive. Yeah, it's nicely contained. I don't know that things are going to get much better for him right now, though. I felt like you kind of got to move the furniture, make something happen, because whatever you're doing right now doesn't seem to be working, so try and change it up a little bit. Never hurts, right? And Josh might be looking to kick at this 10 ball. Yeah, I think this is better. He's just gonna chip off the 12. Hunter needs to be very aware of that 1 ball and that 3 ball. What's he gonna do? Remove these? No, he's staying passive. What he did do there is covered him from being able to get back in the stack. So Josh is probably going to bank the 14 here and play that cue ball up table. Banking the 14 into the 3. Yeah, I don't hate it, but I think I would have probably played it a little easier. Possible, it's a possibility at least. Playing your cue ball up table and basically trying to freeze him on that top rail makes life a lot more difficult for Hunter. Hunter's coming off the 7. Not bad. But he's left Josh another opportunity at least moving the 7. You can bet Hunter wants to bank the 7 ball, but the problem with the 7 ball is that you get 1, doesn't really do much for you. He's got a 2-0 ball lead. You could force follow this 14 and try and rip the 1 and 3, sticking your cue ball on that bottom rail. Yeah, I don't know. With a 2-0 ball lead, I don't know that this is the right decision. See, now I think Josh can Josh shoot the 5? Yeah, I believe he can shoot the 5 and come one rail up. Just like so. Hmm. Boy, is he in a position where he's got a kick? I guess so. So he's looking to kick 2 rails behind the 10. Eh. Slowly, slowly eliminating his ball lead. Hunter has 1. Josh has none. Trying to get him up there behind the 7 and 5. Yeah. Very well done. Very well done. Things aren't getting any better for Hunter. Kind of going back to 5 or 6 innings ago when I thought Hunter maybe should try and scramble those balls. It's kind of the point, right? When you're in a negative position and you've got your opponent working balls towards his hole, you you at some point you need to do something, right? Especially against a great player because it's only going to get worse. If Hunter wants to take another foul, he can 2-rail kick up towards the coin, that top diamond on the long rail, trying to kick 2 rails behind the 10, and that's probably what he's going to end up doing. That is what he's going to end up doing, but this is a touchy shot and one that you typically need to practice before you. It doesn't have the gas, does it? Yeah. Well, his ball lead has officially dissipated. Josh has options, many of them. I'm looking at the 10. Can he clip the 10 and come between the 14 and 5? Or can he see the 14? Or is he coming off the 1? Okay. Needs to hit that. Yeah, this is well done again. Well done again. Josh doesn't like it because the 14 and 1 tied up. I wouldn't be too concerned about that right now. Hunter's okay. Josh just let him know he's on 2. I think he can go rail first and kick below this 10 softly. I don't think I'd do anything up table, that's for certain. I don't think you have the angle to go 3 rails off this ball. No. Yeah, this is a very tough shot. He actually hit it well if he carries the speed a little more. All right, Josh Roberts playing for 8 and a 3-0 win. Yeah, he didn't want to elevate himself, and he didn't want that ball to get behind the 1 and 14. He's still okay. He's got to manufacture something. Hit this with speed and going to the 15. Well, you got fortunate those wired up. Still elevated. Want to draw back into the 1 here. Still elevated. Oh, nicely. Oh, you got a kiss. You got a little bit of a kiss on the 5. Otherwise, it would have gone. Josh playing for 4. Kind of a funny situation. I don't mind shooting the 10 into the 14-1 and playing your cue ball back up behind the balls, like so. Even better, going into the back of the 5 and stacking him. Very well done. Like that shot a lot. Boy, he's cut everything off for Hunter. Nicely done. Hmm. Is he two railing at this? Oh, wow, look at that hit. Wow, what a hit that is. Nicely executed by Josh Roberts. Completely elevated over the stack. The 5 ball was 3 feet out in the middle of the table. Made great contact. Drew the cue ball straight back to cover Hunter up on everything. Here's that 3-rail shot again. He could take the bank on the 13 up table, but boy, it's what we would call in the business a flyer. But I feel like he's been taking flyers since game 1, which could be an effect of his exhaustion, fatigue. I really don't know. But he is shooting the 3-rail, the 1-rail bank, and the 3-rail cue ball. Hey, he didn't hit it. Josh Roberts playing for 4. And I see 3 of them right there. I think you just get these 3 and take the bank, or do you go into the balls? I think he's going to be all right. I feel like he can see this 5. Josh Roberts playing for 2 and to an advance into the 7th round. He might have to spin this a little bit the way he's looking. Oh, he's hit it well. That's going to call it, folks. Josh Roberts is going to take game number 3, winning 3-0 against Hunter Smutney. I tell you what, we didn't get to see enough of Hunter's game here. I know how good he plays. I know how good he can play. Congratulations, Josh Roberts. Everybody like and subscribe. Railbirds TV 2023 Derby City Pocket One Pocket event. I am your host, Scott Frost, and we will talk to you next time. Thanks for tuning in.